What's up everyone, how's it going? And today I'm going to be doing a little something different since BattleNet is down, as you can see. What they are doing is they are amazingly changing the map pool for all the game types, which is something they haven't done in 5 or 6 years. And they're also going to reset the ladder, which is pretty sweet. But in the process of doing that, the servers are down for 12 hours, and they don't come up till 8 p.m. my time, so I'm probably not going to be able to upload a game, but hey, I'm going to do an overview of all of the map changes as well. Well, that's the only changes. I was going to say balance changes, but there haven't been any. So the first thing they're doing is I'm going to show you all the maps they're removing and all the maps they're adding. This is the first map. I'm going to talk about 1 vs. 1 first. First map they're removing is Tristfall Glades. I was never a big fan of this map because it was, well, tiny, as you can see, and I hate really small maps because humans have a big advantage, or they did. I'm going to tell you my opinion of the map as well, even though I don't play some of these game types as much. Broken Shard, oh, I hated this map. They're removing this one as well. The creeps on it are really, really hard. That's why I hated it. So, that's my opinion. Let's see, next one. Road to Stratholme. You know, I can't remember honestly ever playing on this map, but they are removing this one. I mean, a lot of these maps probably have balance, or imbalances that you might only see in high-level gameplay. Alright, this is the first map they're going to add to 1 vs. 1, which is Two Rivers, which I cannot believe it wasn't already in 1 vs. 1. I know it used to be. They must have removed it or something. I know a lot of tournaments are on this map, but yeah, that's cool that they're adding it back. I always like this map. Funny story, I have a free-for-all map of this where they added a bunch of gold mines, and there's a 12-player version of this map for a free-for-all game. That was hilarious. They are adding Plunder Isle back. Oh man, I remember this map. Yeah, this used to be in the 1 vs. 1 map pool, and it had a lot of, it used to have a lot of imbalances where you could, like, because it has dragons on, you used to be able to creep them with towers and all kinds of crap like that before they fixed it. But yeah, this is a cool map, and I'm glad they're adding it back. It's one of my favorites from back when I used to play. And the final map they are adding to 1 vs. 1 is Wetlands, which I have seen played in tournaments as well, and I think it's a pretty cool map. This is also a 2 vs. 2 map that I've played on. I remember getting this map a lot in the when I made it to the finals of a tournament. We got this map a bunch of times in a row, so it's a fun map for 2 vs. 2 anyway, and yeah, it looks fun for 1 vs. 1 as well. Alright, now we're going to move on to 2 vs. 2, so a game type I hardly ever play, so yeah, there you go. They're removing Evacuation Site from the maps, and I don't really know anything about it. I haven't played on this map very much at all, but they're removing it, so there you go. Tidewater Glades is another map that is getting removed from 2 vs. 2. I don't really know anything about this map either. Yeah, it shows how much I played 2 vs. 2, I guess. And the final map being removed from the 2 vs. 2. Well, actually, there's one more. I lied. But they're removing Tranquil Pass from 2 vs. 2 as well. I remember playing on this map, but that's about it. Yeah, I really haven't played this game in a super long time, so don't really know the details of how good or bad a lot of these maps are. Sorry, I know a lot more when we get to 4 vs. 4 in the free-for-all section. I just wanted to give you guys a complete overview of everything they're doing. Wetlands is also being removed from 2 vs. 2 and being added to 1 vs. 1 apparently, which is strange. I thought this was a good 2 vs. 2 map, but maybe it's imbalanced somehow that I'm not aware of. So now let's go into the maps that they have added for 2 vs. 2, and the first one is Avalanche, which is Wetlands only in the Lordaeron Winter tile set. So, well, there you go. Blizzard's pretty lazy, I guess. Like, well, we're gonna show them. Let's put snow on the Wetlands. Oh, there we go. It's done. Okay. Good job, Blizzard. Stone Cold Mountain. Stone Cold Steve Austin? Why does that remind me of that? I don't remember ever playing on this. But hey, it's now a 2 vs 2 map. Which is kind of weird. They're adding Tidewater Glade. Wait. Oh, never mind. I looked at the wrong thing. They're not adding Tidewater Glades. They removed it, obviously. They added River of Souls. Where the heck is River of Souls? And here is the River of Souls map. Well, actually, it looks pretty cool. So yeah, it looks like fun to play on. Kind of reminds me of that map I can't think of now. That's, yeah, has 6 players. Well, that's a great description, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know the name of it. And the final map they're adding is Duskwood. And here is Duskwood, the final 2 vs 2 map they're adding, and that honestly looks pretty boring. I like how they're spicing it up. I mean, a lot of these maps I don't really know anything about, because I don't think I've ever played on them, at least. I really do not recognize this map at all, so I really have no idea if it's good or not. So yeah, let's now move into 3 vs 3 maps they are removing, which I might actually know a little bit about. A little bit more about. Here's Sunrock Cove. They are removing this map. Which, I say, that's fine with me, because I think they have islands on it. I hate every map with islands on it. Especially in free-for-all games, because people like making 50,000 towers on them. Silver Pine Forest, they're also removing this. I don't think I ever had a problem. I played this map a lot in free-for-all games, but not much in 3 vs 3, but I never had an issue with it, so I don't know why they're removing it, but I guess it's not a bad thing to spice things up. Everfrost, another map they are removing, which I don't really remember playing on very much. But it has like a weird layout to it. It's on, I don't know, like it's like really close to rush each other, unless you have to go all the way around. Well, yeah, Everfrost getting removed. The next map they're removing is Rice Fields. I remember playing on this map. Just seems like a generic map. I didn't really have any big problems with it, but yeah. And they're adding, apparently, River of Souls to 3 vs 3 as well, which is cool. I like the look of this map. They are adding Murgle Oasis, which isn't that a 8-player map? Yep, it's an 8-player map. They're adding it to 3 vs 3. And this is a free-for-all map as well, which I don't agree with. Which is, I just don't like it in free-for-all. Hey, maybe they removed it. They also added Hinterland Raid. What? I've never heard of that map. Let's see if I can find it. Here is Hinterland Raid, a map I have never played a game on ever. So, yeah, there you go. It looks pretty cool, at least. It's kind of a weird name, Hinterland Raid. Huh. Well, there you go. And the final map they're adding to 3 vs 3 is Plains of Snow. And here it is. Oh, I hate this map. Oh, this map is so terrible. And I played it in 4 vs 4 a lot. They had this in the early map pool, like before they changed it to the one they've currently had for the last 6 years. I hate it because there's really no creeps on it at all, and the only extra gold mines, as you can see, are stuck behind trees, which is really annoying. Yeah, I hate that map, honestly, a lot. Okay, so now we go into 4 vs 4, and the best news I've seen ever is that Hurricane Isle is finally being removed. Thank goodness. I can actually maybe I can actually thumbs down a map I don't like anymore. I mean, seriously, an island map, it was the most nightmarish, had the worst games ever on it, because there'd always be an orc, and he'd always mask bat riders, and you always get your buildings destroyed, and the games always took like 3 hours on this map, so I always thumbed it down. Seriously, it's the worst map I've ever played. They also removed Gold Rush, which I don't think I've gotten a game on yet, since I played, been playing like the last 20 games or whatever on YouTube. But I didn't really have a big problem with this map. It has a billion gold mines though, which is kind of annoying sometimes. to find people. But yeah, I didn't have a big problem with this map. It was, I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't like spectacular or anything. And thank goodness they removed Friends, another map I hated. So they like removed a couple maps I did not like, Hurricane Isle and Friends, which I approve of. And let's see, they also removed Slalom. What map is that? Oh, thank goodness. I hated this map too. Wow, they did a good job removing the maps I did not like, because this map is seriously takes like 18 hours to get to the other side of it. Oh, let's rush. Oh, you can't, because the other team would be like tier 3 by the time you get your hero over there. So I approve of at least 3 of those 4 maps. Gold Rush, I didn't really have a problem with Gold Rush, but the other 3, definitely I'm fine with removing. Now let's go into the ones they added. The first one being Twilight Ruins, which this is... I played a lot of free-for-all games on this map, and it's a good map. I don't have an issue with it being a 4 vs 4 map, so that should be fun. Don't really have anything negative or positive to say about it. It's just a pretty good map. I guess that is positive. Whatever. And the other one they're adding is Death Knell, which I remember playing on this. This isn't a current map. I thought it was. Maybe this was for... Huh. I remember playing a lot of games on this map. I don't know if they just... whatever. But I remember it always being a good map. I don't have an issue with it. I'm saying the word map a lot. So I should probably stop. Probably annoying everybody. Alright, the next one they're adding is Deadlands. Oh, I remember this. It's a the thing I remember that this map is really small for a 4 vs 4 map, because it's only a medium map size, and there's like this big canyon in the middle. But yeah, it's cool. I liked it. I don't have an issue with it. It's like has that cool Outland tile set that's hardly ever used with like the mushrooms and stuff, which yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of this one. I remember it was a map on a Westfall beta server a long time ago when they were trying out a patch, and that's when I became a big fan of it. The final one they're adding is Last Man Standing. Huh, I remember playing this in this one in Warcraft 3 before the expansion came out. I think it was a 4 vs 4 map back then, a long time ago. I just don't remember much about it. I remember it was like pretty huge, but and you could have some, and yeah, that map will be interesting anyway. Pretty fun. Yeah, I really just don't remember much about it. I remember playing on it a bunch back in the day. A lot of free-for-alls too back then. That was fun on it. But yeah, so now let's move into free-for-all changes, which I will probably know the most about. Alright, so now to talk about the free-for-all changes. The first map they are removing is Market Square, which kind of a shame, really. I thought this map was pretty fun. The only issue is that there are a couple of major issues is in long free-for-all games, if you're not Night Elf, you run out of lumber because there's really nowhere to get lumber because you have a limited area where you can get it. And the other big problem is if you get stuck between 2 people, like right here where green is, if you're here and there's a person here, or there's pinks in the game and oranges in the game, you're pretty much lost. And then say there's teal, that's like the spawn point. So teal basically wins because he's got like the whole map. But yeah, I'm fine with removing it. It was okay. It wasn't that great of a map, but yeah. And they are removing Hurricane Isle, which thank goodness for that. I didn't remember that it was a free-for-all map, probably because I thumbed it down every single game. But yeah, no issue with them removing that. That is for sure. It's like the worst map in the game. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to have an island map in the game. Then they also removed Gold Rush. Again, this map was okay. I didn't have any problems with it, but I guess they decided to remove it. Try something new. So now let's go into what they added. First map they added was Bloodstone Mesa. And okay, never mind. I was gonna say I thought that was a dragon roost in the middle, but it's a tavern. So I was thinking of the map Rock Quarry, I think. It had the dragons in the middle that sucked. I definitely remember this map. It was pretty fun. We used to play free-for-alls on it before the most recent map changes. I say most recent, that was like 6 years ago. But, um, yeah, you basically fight over the middle gold mines the whole game. It's a good map. I don't have any problems with it. Definitely for free-for-all. Be cool to change it up and go back old school. Yeah. Copper Canyon is another map they've added for free-for-all, and one I do not remember at all ever playing on. I was reading the description. That doesn't really tell me anything. It is a small map, so quick games, I guess. Yeah, that looks like a pretty typical map, really. Nothing spectacular about it. Alright. Yeah, it's hard to give an opinion either way when you had never really played on it. And the final one they're adding is Battleground, which... Okay, I don't want them to add this as a free-for-all map, seriously. It's a 4 vs 4 map, and there's no expansion you can get that's not the middle. So basically in this, whoever gets the best starting spot's gonna win. Because think if you're red, and then pink and blue also are in the game, and the fourth guy is orange. Orange wins, basically, almost the entire time. So these kind of maps, you get stuck in the middle, you're pretty much lost, because, I mean, where are you going to expand? You can't expand up, because pink will take that one, blue will take that one. What, you going to try to go to the middle? That won't work either, so... Yeah, I'm not a really big fan of adding this to the free-for-all game type. I'm probably thumbs this one down, to be honest. So, yeah, that concludes my, look at all of the map changes for Warcraft 3. Hope you got something interesting or insightful out of it. I don't know. But yes, I probably won't be uploading a game today because servers don't come up until 8 p.m. my time. And by the time I'm done watching the Olympics, it will be pretty late. So, yeah. But the cool thing is, the ladder is also going to reset. That means everyone is going to be level, well, 0 or 1. So I will be able to start my quest for #1 random team as a fair with everyone else. So that'll be interesting as well when I start playing again, because everyone's going to be the same level, bad players and good players. So yeah. So be sure to check those out in those upcoming videos. I think those should be more exciting than the first 18 anyway. And, oh, one more note. I will probably play some free-for-all games starting later this month, and starting uploading them the last week of August, because I'm going back to college and I can actually upload stuff over 20 minutes. So yeah, it's been Jacob6875, and thanks for watching.